So we're back, and we don't have ice cream. Sorry, not sorry, because Ben is actually allergic to lactose, so we decided to nix the ice cream. So we're calling it Deals, or Feels with the Deals. I just came up with that. Anyways, welcome to Feels with the Deals. We're going to just talk about how we feel.
This one specifically is on request from our coach, though, who kind of had some questions for us about how we're feeling heading into our first race as a professional couple. Yeah, we've been an amateur couple, and now we're a professional couple.
Yeah.
So we are 8 days away from Waco at this time, and this will be my fourth or fifth race as a pro and Summer's first race as a pro. So he had some specific questions for us, so I'll let Summer go first, but I'll ask the question. One thing Brett was curious about is how has your training changed since you became a pro, right? Because you've been a pro now for according to USA Triathlon for
Like
a
6
month.
weeks.
Yeah, so but you haven't raced yet. So how have things changed for you on that front?
Yeah, which I thought was a good question. I would say that the biggest thing is that we really started to focus on my bike and swim a little bit more, but mainly my bike. I did a lot of really hard bike workouts, some of them back-to-back days, and so that was kind of one of our focus, and realizing that I just need to bike more and more. And so, yeah, that's kind of been the main focus. And then also I personally thought if I'm going to be doing a higher volume of biking and a higher volume of just training in general, that strength would be really important to keep up with. And so I'd have to say I've been pretty good about getting in the gym at least twice a week, usually 3 times a week, to do some lifting that's not just body weight stuff anymore. So that's been good. And I think that would be the biggest change. Except also I'm just starving all the time too. That too.
Is that different from?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I was hungry and now I'm just hungry all the time. So.
Got it. Okay, yeah, so he was also curious, Jess, and this is kind of a topic that we have covered in Ice Cream with the Deals before, but what in this last 6 weeks since Santa Cruz has been a key workout for us going into this race? You can go again.
I'll go first. Okay, so I think one of the key workouts that I did was a bike workout, and it was a progression ride. And so it was, the first progression was 15-minute increments. So it was 15 minutes at a medium, harder, and then hard. And then it was 13 minutes, same progression, and then 10 minutes. And the last 10 minutes were so hard. And I said so many swear words. Ben can attest to that. I thought that I died. Part of my soul is left on that bike, but since then it was so great to just really go to this completely different level, this different place. And I talked to Brett about it a lot, about how that's so important to have done that in training, so that when it comes time to the race, when you feel real bad, you know that you've been there before and you made it out on the other side, and then you are just able to go. So, same question to you. What was a key workout that you had?
Yeah, also a bike. My results have made it pretty clear that I am losing a lot of time on the bike, which we've known since the beginning. I finally had a good swim at Santa Cruz, and I had the third fastest run split, but I was losing 10, 12 minutes to the top guys while biking. So we have been focusing on my bike strength, which means a lot of low cadence stuff, a lot of overgear work. So one workout that I've done twice now is...
In 6 weeks, twice in 6 weeks.
I did it twice in 2 weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
Just kidding.
But is 2 by 20 minutes at a low cadence, so about 75 RPMs, with only 2 minutes in between. And not a specific power target, but it's kind of just go hard. And one thing about lower cadence work is your heart rate isn't going to get as high, but it is going to wear down your leg muscles, right?
Even the next day, you're just going downstairs is so hard.
Yeah, but I need to build up those leg muscles. And so I thought it went really well the first time I did it, and then I did it again 2 weeks later after more and more of this work, and I blew my power and just like everything from that first workout was so much better 2 weeks later.
We can pause. We'll show you a graph here at this time about the difference between week 1 and week 2 and
Sure.
the heart rate.
Yeah, so I mean, but basically I had higher watts at a lower heart rate on the same perceived exertion. I felt like I was going just as hard, but everything was just better. It's almost like the numbers were so good that it almost can't all be attributed to a gain in fitness in that time, but all the variables were the exact same. I sat in the exact same spot in our house on the same trainer, calibrated power meter, same fan, like everything was the same, but it went so much better. So that's good. It's really promising to see. That doesn't mean I'm all of a sudden gonna be beating Andrew Starkowitz at Waco if he's there, who's one of the best cyclists in triathlon, but it hopefully means I can stay a little closer, more in contact with the top cyclists, and then put myself in a better position when it comes time for the run. So Brett was also kind of curious how I was going to continue improving on my run.
Ben, how are you going to continue improving on your run?
So at Santa Cruz, I had the third fastest run split of the day there. It was a run PR for me in the half marathon, on not like an exceptionally fast course. So that is kind of question. It's like, I don't want to just stay stagnant on the run while I'm getting faster on the bike. That would sure improve my overall time, but if I could continue improving both, that would be really nice. And I think a big part of that is honestly the bike fitness, right? If I can, let's say I increase, my fitness by 10% on the bike, so I could go 10% harder during the race. Well, then maybe that means I go 8% harder when I'm actually racing, and then my legs still go into the run fresher than before. It doesn't work exactly like that, but it's nice to know at least that when I'm putting out a certain amount of power while racing, that I've gone harder and that I know I'll be able to step off the bike and still run fast. So I generally have given everything I have on the runs, and you always have to save something on the bike. So just to be able to give a little more on the bike and not worry about dying is good, and that'll be a comforting thought, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
Any other last thoughts on our first?
Any feels?
Any feels? Yeah.
The feels are excitement. I think it's gonna be really fun for me. I don't know. Feelings wise, I honestly have tried to, I'm just staying with my very low expectations vibe, which is making me just a happier person in general. So that's great. But yeah, so really zero expectations for this race, especially since it's my first one, but excited.
Yeah. I think, Summer has maybe the slight advantage of having been there and spectating my first and some of my other races and kind of saw some things that I did very wrong, and just has some experience at least kind of in that world. So we'll see how well she can actually translate it in the first one, but
we'll see.
We're excited, and
You can follow us on the Tracker app. If you don't have it downloaded on your phone, it's pretty easy. You just go to Ironman Tracker app, and then you can just type in our names, and you'll be able to track us throughout the day. And that's next Sunday, October
26th, I think.
Or 27th, whatever falls on the Sunday.
Yep. So we'll be out there, and hopefully having a real good day. But we'll see.
Thanks for joining.
Yep, and check out our Instagram and our website where we'll post updates from that and just general life stuff also. Thanks.